Let's make delicious homemade pumpkin bagels. These are the ingredients that you'll need to make delicious bagels at home. First, add your warm water to your mixer. Next, add your yeast. You'll go ahead and add salt, as well as brown sugar and pumpkin puree. You'll also need ground cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice. Or you can use pumpkin pie spice that's already mixed. You're going to add your flour, but keep back the last half a cup or so until we check the dough to see if it needs more flour. Start your mixer and allow it to mix until it's fully come together, and then we're going to go ahead and give the dough a little poke to see how sticky it is. Bagel dough needs to be dense and it shouldn't feel very sticky, and so if it's sticking to you or if it doesn't feel like a super dense dough, then you're going to go ahead and add the last half a cup. You could also add a quarter cup, wait, and then add the last quarter cup as well. I let that mix together, and again I'm going to go ahead and check the dough, see how it feels. I can feel that it's a little bit denser, it's not sticking to me, and so I'm going to go ahead and finish the kneading. I let the mixer knead for about 9 minutes in my Bosch. If you're using a KitchenAid, it's going to be closer to about 12 minutes. And then afterwards, I'm taking the dough out and I just give it a quick little knead on the counter to form it into a nice ball. Then we're going to put the ball of dough in a large bowl and cover it really tightly with plastic wrap. Set this in a warm place and allow it to rise. It should take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how warm your kitchen is and how warm the water was. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our risen dough and remove it from the bowl. And we're going to divide it up into 8 equal pieces. If you want the pieces to be perfectly even, you can use a kitchen scale. They'll be between 140 to 150 grams each. But if you don't have a kitchen scale, no worries. Just go ahead and eyeball it and try your very best to keep them about equal. Next, I'm going to show you the 2 different ways to shape the bagels. The first way is the snake method, and this is my preferred method of shaping the bagels. The first thing you're going to do is squeeze out any bubbles that are in the dough. And next, you're going to go ahead and roll it out into a snake or like a log. And once it's big enough to wrap around your hand and overlap on your palm, you're going to go ahead and put your palm against the table or counter and put some pressure so that it rolls those 2 ends together. You may notice some spots that need to be cinched up, and you can just go ahead and pinch the dough to make that come together. The next method is the ball method, and we're going to go ahead and roll this into a really tight ball. There's lots of different methods on how to roll a tight dough ball, but this is my favorite, where you're using like your pinky and ring finger to kind of push the dough underneath while the table is applying some friction to the dough. Once you have a nice tight ball, you're going to go ahead and poke a hole in the middle using your index finger and your thumb, and you're going to very gently and slowly make that hole bigger and bigger. These will rise a little bit, but they'll also puff up in the water and during the baking process as well. So you want a pretty decent size hole so that you don't end up with bagels that don't have a hole in them. Those are going to be resting on a floured countertop while you get your boiling water going, and you'll see here in this picture the before and after of how much they rise. You're just looking for a little bit of a puff. You don't need them to double in size. And once you're there, go ahead and add them to your boiling water. You may have to do it in batches, and each side is going to be boiled for about 30 seconds and then flipped over. After that, you'll add it to your parchment paper on your sheet pan and put it in the 400-degree oven. You definitely want them to be very golden brown. There may be some parts of the bagel that have become a little bit more brown. You just want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through, because this is a dense dough and you don't want it to be gummy in the middle. But once they're done, they are delicious. Add some cream cheese. Here in this picture, we have some delicious pumpkin cream cheese I got from Trader Joe's. These bagels are absolutely delicious. I think you're going to love them. The recipe is on my blog at timeforthetable.com. The recipe is Homemade Pumpkin Spice Bagels. I hope you'll give it a try and let me know if you have any questions.